Today I'll be talking to you about Introduction to Production. I hope you enjoy it. Right. The three job roles I have chosen: lighting technician, stage manager, and live sound engineer. Lighting technicians create various effective lighting for live events such as theatre. To be a lighting technician, you'll need the following qualifications: level 3 in production arts or a degree in lighting design. Here are a few roles a lighting technician does in the theatre: interpreting a light design pattern, carrying out a risk assessment, and how to rig up the lighting equipment. As a technician, you could be working with different aspects of lighting such as strobes, lasers and pyrotechnics. Alright, that's good. Knowledge of electrical systems and electronics. This is because if there's a fault and you don't know how to fix it, then it'll come back to you. Or it's like, so that you're working safely, they need to know it so that you can do lighting patterns. Good communication skills with others. This is because if there's a problem and you don't know how to communicate, then things could go seriously wrong. And to put ideas across so you can get heard. Awareness of health and safety. If there's a tripping hazard, then you'll need to sort it out, put up signs so that no one gets hurt, and also they need to make sure that the rigging is sorted in case the light falls on any of the actors or any of the people on stage. Ability to work well as a team. You'll need this because you need to work well as part of a team to make things run smoothly, to also communicate with others and get heard. Willing to work long and irregular hours when necessary. You'll need to do this because if you're not flexible, you can't do the job. You'll have to work like this because of theatre shows. When they finish, which usually will be late at night, so you'll have to sort out things, so you will have to work longer than a normal job or later than a normal job. Strengths for a lighting technician. Good communication with others. I will be good at this because I can communicate well with people. Therefore, this will need. This is needed for the job. This will be. Let's repeat this. Patient when working under pressure. I will be good at this because if sometimes things go wrong in the production, I'll keep calm and resolve it. Or if there's a quick lighting scene and it's complicated, I'll keep calm and do it. This will be good for the job. You will need to keep calm in overheated or pressured situations. Support others if they're needing help. If someone's needing help with something and they're stuck, I will help them. Or if someone is new and they don't know what they're doing, I'll also help them. This will be good for the job because you'll be able to get on well with everyone in the job. Three weaknesses. Awareness of health and safety. This is a really vital skill to have as part of a lighting technician or any job really. Although I'm careful when I put things, I don't really know as much as this as I need to. The use of the lighting decks. Obviously, as part of a lighting technician, you'll need to know how the decks work. However, I have no experience with this sort of thing, therefore I don't know how to work the decks. I shall look at YouTube tutorials on that specific deck of the company that the company uses, and if they don't have YouTube, then I'll ask them how it works. Heights. This is another setback for the job. I hate heights. For example, sorting the lights out on top of the stage. Some lights come down from the stage and oh. And I shall, to improve this, I shall push myself to a higher height. Live sound engineer. As a live sound engineer, you'll need to control the sound for the specific events, such as theatre performances. Day-to-day roles as a sound engineer. Discuss the production sounds that the director requires. Discuss the points in the script where sounds are needed, and complete a check before a performance. In order for you to become a sound engineer, you'll need the following experiences: helping backstage in theatre, rigging sound in an amateur or student theatre. Good hearing for judgment sound and sound quality. You need good hearing for sound quality because you don't want it to be too loud or too quiet. You need to know the sound is not distorted. You will need to change the sound balances because there could be too much bass or treble. Patience, stamina and good concentration. You'll need this because if something goes wrong with the sound, then you'll have to remain calm. You'll need to concentrate on the sound so you know where to put the specific sounds in the production. You'll need a lot of stamina for this, as you'll be on your feet throughout the performance and the night. A keen interest in sound and music. You'll need this because what is the point of doing a job where you don't have the specific interest in doing a job? Also, you'll need a bit of experience in this area. Good practical skills. You will need good practical skills in your job because you're working with music and sound, so it's hands-on sorting out everything for the night. A good sense of pitch and timing. You need to know this because you need to know the difference between all the pitches for all the songs and all mics. My three strengths as a live sound engineer. Good knowledge of music. I'm good at knowing all types of genres of music. This will help you in a job because you need to pick out the right type of genre for the specific genre of play. Good knowledge of the system and the decks. I'm a fast learner and I will be able to pick up things really well. For example, working with the systems and the decks, this will be good for the job. Good practical skills. This will be handy in a job because I am more of a practical person and like to be on my feet. As a sound engineer, you will be on your feet all day, so this is important. This is an important skill to have. Three weaknesses I have as a live sound engineer. To be able to cope with long hours and tight deadlines. I wouldn't be able to work for a long period of time as I will not be alert on the job, and it would stress me out too much if I had a tight deadline to complete. I will improve this by working longer hours and pushing myself more to get things done by a certain deadline. A keen interest in music or sound. I don't really have an interest in music or sound. Well, I do have an interest for music sound, but it's not really one of my strong interests. To improve this, I will listen to loads of songs song genres so that I have much more of an understanding of music and sound. Good hearing for judging sound quality. I don't really have any good judgment for sound quality. I will improve on this by listening to a range of songs and listen to all their qualities. Stage manager. The stage manager organises the stage. They also make sure everything is running smoothly. Here are some of their responsibilities. Making sure all the set are complete, equipment and props and set are ready for the opening night. As a stage manager, you'll have all different pay rates, from junior stage managers to expert managers. New stage managers and deputies get 18 to 22,000 per year. Experienced managers get 25 to 35,000 per year. As a stage manager, you'll need the following experiences: excellent planning and organisation and leadership skills, ability to multitask. A keen interest in theatre and performing arts. You'll need this because if you're not interested in this, there's no point in doing a job. You will also need knowledge about being in the theatre industry. Excellent planning, organisational and leadership skills. You will need this to be good at this because you need to plan out the stage and you also need to lead a group of people. For example, to direct actors on the stage and stage the performance. Confidence and decision-making ability. You'll need this to be confident to lead people, and you'll need to make a good decision because if you make a bad decision, it might affect other people. Calmness under pressure. If something goes wrong and everyone is stressing, it's your job to keep calm and try to resolve the situation. Great communication and people skills. If you need to communicate with a group of people or about something, you would need to communicate that well. You also need to be confident when you are talking to them. The 3 strengths that I have for a stage manager. Quick thinking on my feet. I have this skill when I'm in theatre and I have an idea to share, or when I don't know a move, I think quickly on my feet. This is a really good skill to have when in this job. Calmness under pressure. I find I have this skill when I have been under pressure. I cope with this well. When you're a stage manager, you will need this skill as you will be under pressure and you don't want to snap at anyone. Supportive and caring. I'm really good at helping and supporting people. This is a really good skill for a stage manager. If someone needs help with something, then I can help and support them. Weaknesses. To lead a group, although I've never really led a group at work, I wouldn't be able to take on the responsibility. However, I can improve on this skill. I will lead more groups at work, therefore I'll practice on this skill. Confidence. I'm a little less confident than the average person. This wouldn't be as good for the job if you wasn't confident. However, I'm working on this skill in this way, putting myself more out there, talking to people, and that should boost my confidence a bit. Planning. Although I'm a fairly organised person, however, with my planning, I'm not as good as this. But not as good as this wouldn't be good for the job because you need to plan most things from stage directions to diction. I will improve on this skill by planning more things like activities or things like that for other people. Personal safety. In case of a fire, at the start of the performance you will notify the audience where the nearest exits are because if there is a fire, and because no one will know where to go, and it might be catastrophic. Working from a height, you need to make sure everything is safe before you go to the rigging in case of an injury or fatality. Check the ladder or platform, make sure someone's holding it underneath. Wires. Make sure all wires are taped to the ground. This will prevent an injury or an electrocution. Curtains. Make sure all the curtains are securely to the side of the stage. This will prevent an accident or, in worst case, them catching fire on the stage while someone's on it. Wear correct correct clothing and no jewellery. In the theatre, you need to wear the correct clothing. If you wear jewellery, you could get it caught, and it can cause a serious injury, such as looped earrings and belly bars. Also, wear comfortable clothes so you can move around in them. And I missed out a slide, so. Hygiene is important because you need to keep clean to prevent the spreading of germs. Also, to keep yourself clean and to prevent yourself from smelling. To keep fresh, you'll need a bath or a shower. Once a day. This will keep you clean and prevent you from smelling. Don't forget to put deodorant on. This will keep you from smelling. The worst case you want is for someone else to suffer from you smelling so badly. In the performing arts industry, you work closely with others, so it's really important to look after yourself. For example, brush your teeth twice a day. Use mouthwash, chewing gum and mints to keep your breath smelling fresh. If your hygiene is bad, you can spread illnesses, so make sure your hygiene is great. Make sure you're wearing cotton. This gives your body breathing space. This will also help you to smell nice. Make sure you shave or just wash your facial hair. This will make it less likely to spread germs. This also includes your hair. Make sure it's not greasy and not smelling foul. So remember to have a wash, use deodorant before and after rehearsal, and eat food that doesn't make your breath smell. Or if you do, don't forget to use chewing gum or mouthwash and so on. At the end, any questions?
Get on,